Hello, hello. I managed to screw up my. Oh, let me go away. Ah, technical difficulties already. It's always a fun time. But anyway, I think I am back, and let's pop out my chat. And I am here. Hello. I managed to start streaming last time without actually hitting the start streaming button, which, it's sort of one of those days. But Belle was there and Terry was there and maybe they're still around. So I guess we shall see. But I shall start over because hello, welcome to Advent season. Let me just show you the calendar that I unboxed when I wasn't live. It is let me bump, bop over to my desk here. It is this fun little Papercraft Society one, and it's comprised of 25, which is nice as opposed to 24, little folio things. So the first one was today's, and I guess there's sort of a spoiler underneath because I had stamped it out. It was a stamp. So anyway, let me just make sure. Let me just test that. That's not what I want. Let me make sure I can poke my own chat. It says I'm live. Hello. Let's see if that works. It looked like it worked. Uh, I am here, but I am not seeing the chat. Can I reload this? Why might this not have worked? I don't know. This is a fascinating day. I'll mess with this for one moment and then let me see if I send myself a fake message. Yeah, I guess that. I wonder if there's a way to refresh this. If I close it and then go and re-add it. Oh, I had to pop up. That's why it's not letting me do things. Hooray. Okay, let me reload my dock and see if I can see messages now. Because of course something. Okay. Now I have a fake message. So that is good. Okay, this is working again. Let me just go here and I turn you off and turn you back on. Guess I would have to. Well, I guess I'll have to just remove this and re-add it. Let me see if anyone is hanging out because I don't need you to. Yeah, no one else is here. So I'm just going to mess with this for a moment. Yep, I want to remove that one. And yep, I want to remove that one. Then I think we can just go and re-add them. Hello, Sagar. How are you? I am flailing with various things, but that's okay. Let's see if that works. Hey, it does work. Hooray, we have messages again. I just need to get the other ones working. I am opening up a slowly but surely I am opening up the Papercraft Society Advent calendar, and let's see if I still have my browser. Oh, I don't. Oh well. I'm still seeing chats. I'll just pop them up. I'll screw around with OBS later. Anyway, so the one that I was opening this year is the Papercraft Society one, and it basically has these little folios. I hadn't really ever used Craft Stash, who makes this as a brand. Um, but not to I'm spoiling things by showing you, but it actually came with a really big stamp set. I was kind of surprised. I with these like last year I did Crafter's Companion and their biggest stamp set was like a 2x2. So it was really quite small. So anyway, I just stamped this out in Memento and was just doing a little easy coloring with some tri blends and then realized that I had not gone live because I had forgotten to hit the button that says go live because why would I do that? Anyway, I was just doing some easy coloring today on the first day of the Advent calendars. But, you know, I hope that you are well. One of my friends before my live stream accidentally got killed by me when I was trying to figure out what was going on. Mentioned that she had gotten a couple advent calendars with her sister and then basically opened all of them all at once. And I know people who have done that. And I think some of the smarter YouTubers will tend to sort of do that to sort of have things done in advance, if you know what I mean. Um, this weekend will be interesting because I'm doing a craft fair with my mom, so that will be it's actually blending out really nicely. That will be fun. But I really like the look of this stamp. I don't know who the actual artist is here, but it looks very Nordic to me with sort of the geometric patterns, but I don't know. I don't know. I want to, but I don't know how sane it is to want to go live for 25 days in a row. And I will. I really would like to. I think it's going to be going live as much as possible, and then hopefully not going too wacky in the process. I was chatting with Lala of Mummy Guiding, who was kind of like, "Yeah, we're trying to make sure that any of these Advent streams are sort of more limited in like duration, just because uh, if you're doing she's doing like 30 days of Advent somehow, and yeah, I would think that that would be quite a bit." And my cat says hello. He's very happy that I'm home on a Friday, which I basically wound up taking the day off. Well, I can push this up so you guys can see it more easily. Mostly just because there's a craft fair setup tonight, and I don't know. I am going to be interested to see how it goes. I did it with my mom last year, and it was pretty fun. Although it's sort of like Saturday always wound up. Saturday was busier, and Sunday was not so busy. So I don't know. I guess I probably want to do the antlers in a slightly darker color because I feel like antlers should be darker and be a little careful. I think mostly the tips. I don't know if tips of antlers are actually dark, but it made sense in my mind. But I think I'm going to do the antlers more the darker two colors here. I did go in a little and did a little bit of pink. Probably can't even see because it was fairly minor, but I did a little bit of pink on his inner ears. So we'll see. But I don't know. I mean, I feel like an image like this with the sentiments is great because you can just sort of basically stamp out a Christmas card, and there's just not a ton you have to do. Although we may do a little more than just coloring it because I think that will be nice. I don't know. Christmas, it's always like I always feel the need to like bling things a bit, or at least bring in some of a nice blue or something to just sort of ground the deer a little bit because he's kind of floating at the moment, and maybe do a little more pink. I feel like his nose would be a little pink. Maybe not. Oh, that's just me. Yeah, I don't know. Christmas, I feel like if you could not work most of the Christmas season, it would be awesome just because it's always like there's so much to do. And I'm not sure. I feel like this is an adult problem because I don't feel like I felt like that as a kid at all. But yeah, I always feel like the prep seems, I don't know. The older I get, the more it's like the prep seems more of a hassle, but I don't know. I do really love this season, so it's always sort of a give him a little brown chin or her. I don't know. Someone had told me that like both male and female deers actually have antlers, so you kind of don't know. They're sort of like cats, and that it's a little hard to tell. I might come in with a little darker because I'd like to have a little more of a separation, sort of between the neck and the face of the deer. I don't know. That looks pretty serviceable, I think, for easy color. Actually, I want to come back in with a little, want to outline his back or her back or their back or whatever. I feel like I want to just bring a little more shadow to the edge of the deer just to sort of pull the deer off the page a little bit. There we go. Just do a little shading. And then maybe here as well. There we go. And we could go for light brown. I would really like to do a blue if I have one on my desk. Ooh, I haven't used this color, and this in the park might be really nice. Maybe I've used it. Let's grab this is a bluish green blending brush. Um, Grab our well-used packing cardboard that we've been using for doing ink stuff for the last a while. Just gonna pick up a little bit of color, and then I'm gonna tap out because it's Catherine Pooler ink and it's pretty juicy. But I just want to bring a little bit of color in to just sort of make the deer more of the focus. And I'll probably go and use some kind of a green or blue or something similar. There we go. Then maybe come in here a little just to break up that white. There we go. Better. I like that a lot better. That is looking kind of fun. Yeah, no, it is totally an adult problem. I remember as a kid, I had like super duper levels of energy this time of year and was always like, I don't know why my dad is not super excited about Legos and toys. Ooh, we could do glitter. Cause I have a blue glitter. I have both a blue and a green glitter. Ooh, the green glitter I really like. That'd look really cool. We'll do that. Um, but like as a kid, I was super hyper because it was like, oh my god, toys. And I do have glue on my desk. Well, that's always nice. And one of my favorite colorists was live this week and was saying like you should never be worried about this kind of bleed through on coloring because that's sort of like the way alcohol markers work. But let's make sure we know what side this opens on. Yeah, I was wrong. I almost put the front on backwards, which would have been a fabulous way to like end today, I think. Yeah, it's so let me grab it for you because it's right here. So this is about the size of an A2. So if I grab an A2, it's almost that size. So there are 25. So whoops, here we go. So it looks like this. And then inside there are 25 of these folios. I was legitimately, I don't know what's in all of them, obviously, but I was legitimately surprised the stamp set was so big. I'll actually put this one back in, but I really like their packaging because, like, it'll keep all this stuff together. And I got the Crafter's Companion one last year. Oops, sorry, that's kind of off camera. There you can see the whole thing. And, like, the problem was I don't know where half the stuff in that advent calendar is anymore. I forget if you were here when I was mentioning this. Um, there if you go to Craft Stash's page and look at their main post about this advent calendar, they are giving away a and the cats are going nuts. They're giving away a bunch of they're doing a giveaway on their YouTube channel for I want to say 200 pounds worth of stuff from Craft Stash. Yeah, I don't know what's going on in Planet Kitty something. Um yeah, I don't know why he's freaking out, but I mean, he's a cat. There's probably a good reason, but there we go. But I thought that was nice that they were doing sort of a giveaway kind of thing. Or I could use my bone folder to actually squeegee this appropriately. So I don't know. I own nothing from their brand, so it's going to be really interesting. I always like hitting a brand I don't know anything about, ideally, for like adventy things, just because then you don't feel like, hey, I already own three of these. I feel like what's a good example? Like Pink and Main has an advent that looks interesting, but it's sort of like I own enough of their stuff that it's sort of like I'd feel kind of bad if I wound up getting duplicates. But anyway, this is sort of our project D card for day one. It's a pretty straightforward wishing you a magical or wonderful Christmas. Wow, I can't talk today. I left the inside blank as I usually do, so people can write a message. But anyway, thanks for dropping by, Sagar. Thanks for dropping by, anyone who was around. Uh, oh, hey, Terry. Yeah, I don't know. I wound up with. I clearly don't understand how to schedule future YouTube things. So yeah, I need to do some testing on that. I don't know. Uh, I'm using OBS for the more or less first time ish, and I was doing some tests this morning, and I like the fact that I figured out how to do all the popping up the comments thing, and that seems to work. The only failure on my part was like I think I scheduled the stream for the future, but for some reason, like when I hit go live, it didn't go. I didn't don't think I think I started the stream but didn't actually start like broadcasting, which was kind of an oopsie on my part. I don't know. I may do a haul video later today, so it'll be yet another time to test that out. And our local wild feline says meow and is very happy to be here. And he's gonna come and inspect the card. Yes, or at least trample my desk a little bit. But yes. Yes, you don't need to move the camera, Lennox. We are good. Anyway, don't need like cat butt on our card, please. But anyway, cats aside, And I hope that anyway that you guys have a good rest of your morning. I may go live in the early afternoon just to because I think I'm getting some Happy Mail today, and I know I have a Black Friday thing I bought from Prickly Pear that might be interesting to folks. But anyway, always great seeing you. I hope everybody has a fabulous rest of your